Hari Om, Bhagavad Gita, Chapter 9, Raja Vidya, Raja Gugya Yoga, King of Knowledge and King of Secrets. Verse 23. In verse 22, Ananyas Chintayanto Mam Ye Jana Paryupasate Tesham Nityabhiyuktanam Yogakshemam Vagamyagam. We have seen different interpretations given by Acharyas. I have also given my interpretation after giving a caution. Reason is, it's a kind of danger signal. Since it is my thought, you can take it or leave it because it is not given by an Acharya or a Guru. Whatever came to my mind, I told you. So you can take it or leave it. That is the idea behind giving that caution. Now, the interpretation given by Acharyas are that 1. We are all non-separate from Bhagwan Krishna. Only some realize it and others do not. This is one interpretation on verse 22. Second interpretation, if we are always thinking on Bhagwan Krishna, our spiritual vigor will increase and finally he will ensure our liberation. That is the second interpretation. Third interpretation is, in any field of work, if we concentrate on the work without allowing our mind to dance on other thoughts, going here and there, followed by proper and adequate action, pariupasate, then without wasting our energies, self-control, 100% success is assured. That is the third interpretation. Fourth is, body, mind and senses must work in tune with Dharma. Krishna is Dharma, Dharma is Krishna. You, all the time, Ananyas Chintayantoma, all the time, you should be following the Dharma. If you protect Dharma by following Dharma, Dharma will 100% protect you. That is, Dharma is Bhagwan Krishna. In all the situations, all the 4 situations or 5, 6 situations, whatever be the interpretation, your yoga and Shema will be protected by Bhagwan Krishna. It is a promise given by Bhagwan Krishna. You and I will give a promise today and tomorrow morning we will say, no, I didn't say that. Sorry. That time I said, we will become like King Drupata. We will say, no, I didn't say that. But Bhagwan Krishna and Rama, once they give a promise, it is a promise always. Millions of years have gone. Still that promise exists. That is what I want to say. Now, verse 23. Yepyanya devada bhaktaha yajante shraddhayanvitaha tepi mameva kaundeya yajantya vidipurvakam. This is again one more wonderful verse. Wonderful verse. Before getting into the verse, I want to quote Swami Vivekananda here. Swami Vivekananda, if I quote the entire whatever he has said, then Bhagavad Gita cannot be completed. Wonderful, wonderful. I need not have to, even an ordinary fellow, below ordinary fellow like me can appreciate whatever he is saying. And I am taking a few sentences from his book and then giving it because this is important for this verse. 1. There has been more bloodshed in the name of God than for any other cause. Swamiji says. 2. I am proud to belong to a nation which has sheltered the persecuted and the refugees of all religions and all nations of the earth. 3. Sectarianism, bigotry and its horrible descendant, fanaticism, have long possessed this beautiful earth. They have filled the earth with violence, drenched it often with human blood, destroyed civilizations, and sent whole nations to despair. Had it not been for these horrible demons, human society would be far more advanced than it is now. 4. As the different streams having their sources in different paths, which men take through different tendencies, various though they appear, crooked or straight, all lead to thee. Thee, thee. Then last, if anyone dreams, this is very important. If anyone dreams of the exclusive survival of his own religion and the destruction of others, I pity him from the bottom of my heart. This is what he says. Maybe these sentences, these words must have come uh, like a waterfall from his mouth after reading this verse 23 only. Bhagavan in verse 23 says, येऽप्यन्यदेवता भक्ताः यजन्ते श्रद्धयान्विताः तेऽपि मामेव कौन्तेय यजन्त्यविधिपूर्वकम्. Bhagavan says, yajante anya devata bhaktaha. That means there are many people who pray to other gods or devatas. Shraddhaya, with Shraddha, utmost faith, utmost belief in whatever deity is praying, in whatever God is worshipping, whatever form it is. He is having Shraddha, complete faith in that. Te api mam eva yajanti. Even though they are worshipping other gods, they are actually praying to me, hey Arjuna. Kaundeya. Hey Arjuna, they are only praying to me. Why they are praying to others? Then he says, Aviti Purvakam. That is because of ignorance. This verse clearly declares the universal godliness of Bhagwan Krishna, supremacy of Bhagwan Krishna. You pray to any other god, whether Hindu god or other religion god, any god you pray. Whoever prays to any other god with a different form or in a formless form, let us say my god has no form. There is a religion. They are all praying to only Bhagwan Krishna only. Some religious people say, our God has no form. Since you are praying to a God with form, you should be killed. This is their way of thinking. Bhagavan Krishna already said, my form is achintya rupam. It cannot even be imagined. For ordinary people like us, that is a form. Why that form, Bhagavan Krishna's form is there? Krishna has given in the avatar, made avatar in that form. Because it is impossible for an ordinary person to concentrate on a formless one. You imagine, you think of something which is formless. Impossible to think. So there is a form which is given to reach the formless. That is the idea behind Bhagavan Krishna, coming in the avatar of Bhagavan Krishna. Similarly, what we are saying, whatever form you are worshipping, you are only worshipping Bhagavan Krishna. I fully agree that can also say that you are all praying only to my God only, even if you worship Krishna. That I agree. Because I don't want to dispute, I don't want to become a fanatic after reading this verse. So I am only saying, whichever form you are praying, whichever formless you are praying, you are praying only to the Supreme Being. He is one. There are no two gods. That is what Bhagavan Krishna is saying. The thing is, if we understand the entire universe is the creature of Bhagavan or Brahman, or you call by any other name, whether it is Krishna, Rama, or any other god, then which form or formless form you worship does not matter. The one who truly understands knows that that is Bhagavan Krishna, is the consciousness behind the entire world. What everyone is trying to do is that my God is the greatest and powerful. Your God is not even God. Because aviti purvakam, ignorance. Or they will say your God is Satan. This is pure ignorance, complete ignorance. Then there is no point in reading any religious book. Religious book, as already I said, it is for making imperfect people like us to become perfect, to become from animal tendencies to Human tendencies. I am not saying human to devas. That we will see later. We are all animals, living like an animal. So we want to move away from the animal tendency to human tendency. That is why the religion is there. But what we are doing is we are fighting. We are saying my God is superior and your God is inferior. If you pray to Bhagwan Krishna and criticize, for example, some other god, Bhagwan Shiva, let us say, or some other god, Shakti, there are Shakti upasakas are there. If you criticize, then you are criticizing Bhagwan Krishna only. If you pray to some other god in other religion and you criticize another religion or god, it is purely abhiti purvakam, complete ignorance. Never become a fanatic. People taste differs, language differs, culture differs, looks differ, skin color differ. 100 kilometers you move away from your place, you will find an entirely new world. The language they speak, the food they eat, the taste, the dress, the method of worship, the God they pray, everything will differ. Accept every form of worship. If you are not able to accept, pray to your own God in your own method. Don't criticize others. For example, I can tell you if you go to South, no one is allowed to enter the sanctum sanctorum of the deity. Only the Pandit will enter. He will perform the puja. You have to stand outside. But if you go to North, you can see people entering the sanctum sanctorum and touching even the deity. So the method differs. There are many who think worshipping other gods is blasphemy and they should be killed. That is why Swami Vivekananda said there is more bloodshed in the name of religion. If one truly understands this verse or the truth of the Bhagavan, then he will understand that Bhagavan is present everywhere and in everything. Whoever worships any god in any form or in a formless manner, he worships only Bhagavan Krishna, or you can say Brahman. Only due to complete ignorance, he thinks that Bhagavan Krishna is different, other gods are different. One problem with all the human beings is that instead of looking into the uniting factor in all the religions, there is only one God. That is, almost all religions will claim my God is the only God. Even in the same religion, different worshippers are different worshippers of different forms are there. They will also say Shakti Upasakas, for example. They will say Shakti is the greatest. Shiva Upasakas will say Shiva is the greatest. All other gods. There are Kartik Upasakas. There are Ganapati Upasakas. Everybody will say my God is the greatest. As long as that view you are taking, 100% you are correct. Because you have to have the strong faith in that. But on the other hand, if you start criticizing all the other forms of worship, you are directly hitting your own God. 100% this is correct. Because God, Brahman, in every form is the same. God is one. That is the main thing. Another interpretation given by Swami Chinmayananda is we all have the self, the consciousness. That Supreme is present in us. Instead of trying to know the self, we worship all the other external gains. Whatever it is, it could be money, power, name, fame, etc. All these things are possible only by invoking the grace of self in us. Without the presence of self, what is the use of richness of a rich man? You take a rich man, self is not there. Within 2 to 3 hours, his body will be sent out of his palatial house. He is a rich man, everything belongs to him. Self is not there. Finish. Seeking anything other than self is a wrong method. That is aviti purvakam. That is what Swami Chinmayananda says. That is the another interpretation. In our daily prayers, that is Sandhya Mantram, the prayer ends as follows. Akashav patitam toyam Yata gacchati sagaram sarvadeva namaskaraga Shikeshamam pradigacchati Shikeshamam pradigacchati Om Nama iti. That is Akashat Patitan Toyam. That is as the water that falls down in the rain, as rain from anywhere in the sky, wherever it falls, whichever place, it could be a river, it could be on the hilltop, it could be anywhere. But everything finally reaches the ocean. Similarly, the worship of any divine in any manner, ultimately the worship will reach Bhagwan Krishna. That is the supreme being. That is what it says. Akasat patidantoyam yada gacchati sagaram sarvadeva namaskaraha shikesavam pradigacchati shikesavam pradigacchati om nama iti. That is how the prayer ends. So in verse 23, Bhagavan says, many people pray to many gods, different types of gods, each one having their Ishta Devata. In whichever form, in whichever formless manner they worship, all those prayers come to me only. I am the supreme being. Everything comes to me only. They are worshipping other deities and criticizing others because of their aviti purvakam, that is complete ignorance. That is what Bhagavan Krishna says in verse 23. Again, verse 23. Yepyanyadevada bhaktaha yajante shraddhayanvitaha tepi mameva kaunteya yajantya vidhi purvakam. Next verse tomorrow. Arihom sarvam krishnarpanamastu. Narayana 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 Narayana